Alright, we're going to get started on your mandala, and the cool thing is this is a few pages of practice first before we really get into the details. You all should have a gridded circle that looks just like this, and that is going to help us create beautiful artwork in the style of a mandala. I'm just showing you a couple of these again so that you can see it actually is a round project. I like to try to keep it round. Just because that's what we're using is this grid here. So let's start by talking about this grid. Some people want to call it a pie. Sometimes I call it a pizza. But whichever you choose, just notice that there are 8 equal parts all the way around. Now, in order to do our mandala correctly, we're going to use this grid as a guideline for our pencil. These guidelines are going to help our pencil know how far to go, how big to make things, and again, I'm going to show you how that works. So, I also cut out this piece right here. It looks like Pac-Man, but it is just to show you that each piece is one piece, right? This piece will be the same as this piece. This piece will be the same as this piece. So, whatever I do in one piece of pie, I need to do it all the way around. So whatever I do, it's going to happen 8 times. All right? Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use a Sharpie so that you can see. And I like to start somewhere in the middle. Again, these guidelines and these grid lines are going to help me or help my pencil know where to go. Now, a lot of times when I start in the middle, I think about making those kind of flower petals. So I'm going to actually start at that point, and I'm going to go out 2 loops and back. Okay? When I say 2 loops, that means 1, 2. See how I went to the second grid line? Okay, so I started in the middle, went out 2, and came back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn my paper. I'm going to start at the middle. I'm going to go out 2 and come back. I'm going to turn my paper, start in the middle, go out 2 and come back, 2 and come back, start in the middle and go out 2 and come back, middle 2 and come back, start in the middle, go out 2 and come back, start in the middle and go out 2 and come back. Now, it's not perfect, but it is already giving me the idea that we are trying to be the same in each piece. And this is where I can start thinking about some other lines and shapes that might make my art interesting. Sometimes I like to grab inspiration and put it off to the side. And again, it helps me think. But by using these points, using these lines, my pencil is going to know exactly where to go. Now, I'm going to use this intersection right here where the crisscross is happening, and I'm actually going to go do a small circle. So if I do a small circle right there at the intersection, that means every intersection all the way around is going to have a small circle. Okay, I know it doesn't look like anything yet, but we're going to start to get big and brave when we go out and use these grid lines. All right, so we've got it started. I'm going to use these circles, and I'm going to come to a point halfway in this slice of pizza. So from this circle, I'm going to go halfway and halfway. So when I say halfway, what I mean is halfway between this slice of pie or pizza, so halfway. And I might just turn my paper so that I can do it again. And turn my paper so that I can do it again. Now, again, it's not going to be perfect, but what we're trying to do is create a very similar line or shape that goes all the way around my circle. Perfect? No, not even close. But I'm getting that idea of a round art project happening. All right, let's do the next row or layer. I've got some pointies, I've got some curvies, and it's going to be up to you to do what you want. I'm going to start getting out a little bit further into my grid. I'm going to start at the top of this circle, and I'm going to just kind of arch, which means on the other side, I'm going to arch, kind of making like a football shape, right? So I'm going to go to this circle. See how far I go out? If I'm going out to here, I'm going to have to go out to here. So I'm going to arch and arch. You can call it footballs. It kind of looks like footballs. Arch and arch. I know where I have to go. I know what line, shape, or movement I need to make. And I'm going to try my very best to make it very similar all the way around. So whatever you're doing, you're going to do 8 times. All right. Now I've got a great start. I've got lots of space. I can still work. Some of the other things that you can do is to actually, I don't know, I like stripes. You could add stripes if you wanted to. If I wanted to, I could actually divide this in half all the way around. Whatever I do in one spot, I will do it all the way around. I've got some empty spaces here. I could simply just connect football to football by going out to that last grid line, football to football, football to football, all the way around. Now we're looking like something exciting. I can go in and, like I said, make some stripes. Whatever I do to each triangle, I'm closing that triangle and putting in 2 stripes, closing that triangle, 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 2 stripes. Got these big beautiful circles. I might go ahead, if I wanted to, I could just draw this line all the way around. Now I will tell you, when you're working with your mandala and you're doing shapes that you have to repeat, it actually is a lot easier to turn your paper. I've got this big beautiful empty spot in here. I like circles. I might put a circle in here, or I might, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use this big empty space and just make a circle. It's not touching either side, but it is touching that line. And once your hand gets used to making that shape, it's actually pretty good about going all the way around. So my mandala has been started. I probably will go back and spend some time adding some more exciting things. Some of the shapes that people like to use in mandalas are these kind of like points that almost look like flower petals. Here's another mandala that I've done where it is the same all the way around, some different ideas, some different shapes. I certainly would go ahead and use some of these reference ideas to look for like stripes and designs and patterns. That can help your mandala look unique.